Hi, I'm Ava. Welcome to Korean Ladder, where everyday Korean gets easier one rung at a time.
안녕하세요, 하나입니다. 오늘도 같이 자연스러운 한국어를 배워요.
안녕하세요. 준호입니다. 오늘은 문 앞에서 쓰는 아주 실용적인 예절 표현을 연습합니다.
Here is my awkward question. If I'm holding a door in Korea, do I just smile silently, or should I say something?
좋은 질문이에요. 한국어에서는 짧게 말해주면 훨씬 더 공손하고 자연스러워요.
오늘의 핵심 표현은 먼저 지나가세요예요. In English it means please go ahead first or please pass through first.
먼저 means first. 지나가세요 means please pass or please go by. Together, 먼저 지나가세요 is a polite invitation to go ahead.
So if someone older is at the doorway, I can say, 먼저 지나가세요.
맞아요. Especially with elders or someone you want to be polite to, this sentence is safe and natural. Natural.
문을 잡아드릴게요도 같이 알아두면 좋아요. It means I'll hold the door for you.
문을 잡아드릴게요. That sounds more like I'm doing the action for someone.
Exactly. 잡다 means hold and 들이다 makes the help polite. You can use it when your hand is already on the door.
이제 예문을 들어볼게요. In a shop entrance, you might say, 먼저 지나가세요.
At an office door, you can say 문을 잡아드릴게요. Then hold the door.
At an apartment entrance, if two people arrive at the same time, 먼저 들어가세요 is also natural. It means, please go in first.
Wait, what is the difference between 지나가세요 and 들어가세요?
지나가세요 is broader, pass through, go ahead, go by. 들어가세요 is specifically go inside. At a door, both can work, but the nuance changes.
If you are letting someone enter an elevator first, 먼저 타세요 is natural. It means, please get on first.
So the shape is 먼저 plus sa polite action. 지나가세요, 들어가세요, 타세요.
좋아요. Just remember, 세요 makes it polite, but it is still direct. Use a soft voice and a small gesture.
이제 짧은 상황 대화를 들어보세요. A shop doorway, one person is holding the door and the other is entering first. 먼저 지나가세요.
감사합니다.
문을 잡아드릴게요.
네, 고맙습니다.
That felt polite, but not dramatic. Just small and everyday.
맞습니다. In Korean etiquette, the action matters, and the small polite phrase makes the action clear.
이번에는 사무실 상황이에요. Listen for the more specific phrase. 먼저 들어가세요. 감사합니다. 먼저 가세요.
괜찮아요. 먼저 들어가세요.
I heard 먼저 들어가세요 when the person is going into the room.
정확해요. 들어가다 means to go in. So 먼저 들어가세요 fits a room, a store, an apartment, building, or a home entrance.
이제 따라 해볼게요. First, slowly. 먼저 지나가세요.
먼저 지나가세요.
좋아요. One small thing, keep 지나가세요 connected, not separated into tiny blocks. 지나가세요.
지나가세요. 먼저 지나가세요.
이번에는 문을 잡아드릴게요. notice 드릴게요. It politely says, I'll do it for you.
문을 잡아드릴게요.
좋습니다. If that feels long, in the moment, you can simply say, 먼저 지나가세요 and hold the door.
Here is a mistake I would make. Could I say 먼저 가세요, like just go first?
먼저 가세요 can be okay, but at a doorway, it may sound less specific. 먼저 지나가세요 or 먼저 들어가세요 usually feels clearer and kinder.
Also, do not translate after you word for word. Korean usually says the action. Please pass, please enter, please get on.
So, not a literal after you, but the Korean action phrase.
먼저 지나가세요.
또 하나의 포인트예요. If the person is clearly much older, use the polite form 세요. Avoid casual phrases like 먼저 가.
Right. 먼저가 is for close friends or younger people. In casual speech, for public etiquette, use 먼저 지나가세요.
Quiz time.
You are standing at an apartment entrance, holding the door for an older neighbor entering the building. What sounds most natural?
정답은 A. 먼저 들어가세요예요. The person is going into the building and 세요 makes it polite.
B is too casual for an older neighbor. C means something like please give me the door. So it is not the right phrase.
Second check. At an elevator, you want someone to get on first. Which Korean action fits best?
정답은 A. 먼저 타세요입니다. 타다 means to ride or get on. So it fits an elevator, bus, or subway.
이제 핵심만 정리해요. First, 먼저 지나가세요는 please go ahead first예요. Use it when yielding a doorway or path.
둘째, 장소 안으로 들어갈 때는 먼저 들어가세요가 자연스러워요. In English, choose the verb for the real action. Go in.
셋째, 문을 잡아드릴게요는 공손한 도움 표현이에요. It means I'll hold the door for you with polite helpfulness.
마지막으로 친하지 않은 사람에게는 세요를 써요. In English, keep it polite with strangers, elders, customers, and coworkers.
My keeper sentence is
먼저 지나가세요.
short, polite, and perfect for the doorway moment.
오늘은 이 한 문장만 기억하세요. 먼저 지나가세요. 다음 시간에 또 만나요.
잘 들었습니다. Hold the door, say the action, and keep it polite. Korean Ladder, see you next round.